Yep, this one is a showstopper, and it's really simple to make. Panna cotta, we absolutely love it. It's a velvety, rich, and creamy Italian dessert, traditional. We all know it, we love it, but here's the kicker. It's really easy to make and can be prepared in advance. Not only is it one of our favorite dessert recipes to make here on the show, it's also Marlene's, and you might not know that she's a little bit of a foodie as well and pretty adept in the kitchen. I'm going to ask Marlene to join us right now. That was a very quick change.
Yes. Into my apron.
And you're going to be doing something really simple. And I think what I love about this is it is a bit of a showstopper because it looks quite bougie.
Yes. Well, I think every good home cook needs to have one or two tricks in their arsenal that looks very fancy, but you can make ahead of time, is very simple, and looks very elegant.
Elegance, that's the key thing here. And it's nice because you can balance the rich creaminess of the panna cotta out with some beautiful seasonal fresh berries. So you've got that acid to cut through the beautiful creaminess. But it's easy to make, you say.
Very
so prove
easy.
it to me. So I'm going to just pop this on the heat for you right now. And then the rest is yours.
So super easy, 5 ingredients: cream, milk, sugar, vanilla extract, and some gelatin powder.
Okay.
Has to be powder, not the leaves.
Okay, so I was wondering why we had separated milk. So this milk then is to bloom the gelatin before we put it in. Okay,
That's correct. So I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, but you know, entertaining, you have to have things that, and I love things that you can make in advance and put into the fridge a day or two earlier, and then it's kind of done. So this is something that I've been making for about a decade or so.
And it's quite a grown-up dessert as
Very
well.
grown-up, and it always looks so elegant, and it's very refreshing, especially for summer. So yes, so it's super easy. Thank you for putting my cream on for me. So literally in here we have about 250 ml of long life cream. I use the Willie's long life cream because I can always have it on standby.
Enough said, yeah.
And we just warm that up, and then we've got 250 ml of full cream milk. So it has to be full cream and cow's milk, not almond milk or low-fat skim milk. And we just kind of just warm these two together. So I'm just going to get this on. And it has to be on a low heat, though, Graham. Very slow. And this is not also something you're going to put on and then try and do something else.
Okay, just focus and get it right.
Very low heat.
The end result will be worth it.
Definitely. So we're not going to boil this. We just want it to heat quite slowly. And it's good. It'll happen fairly quickly, and we're just going to flavor that. So into that, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar, just depending on your sweet tooth.
Because you want a hint of that. You don't want it to be overly sweet, but it does need to have that finish.
Absolutely, because you're going to serve it with berries, so it doesn't have to be too sweet. And then some good vanilla extract with the beans, so you can see it when it's done, and it looks very professional.
I love that because that's what you need. Like for me, a panna cotta should be vanilla and it should have the wobble.
Absolutely.
As long as you've got those two things.
It has to have the wobble, and I think I've perfected the recipe where you pretty much just need about for this 500 ml, about 2 teaspoons of powdered gelatin. Gives it that perfect wobble where it just holds together, but it's still set and it'll still look...
It's not too gelatinous, to use a very unsexy kitchen word, but I prefer the wobble. And then it's vital that you bloom your...
Yes, so I'm just putting some cold milk in, and we're just going to leave this aside just to get the gelatin activated.
See, what I love is when people are used to doing these little cooking tutorials on their Insta or that sort of thing, where it comes so easily to come and talk through a recipe on. But this is one of those, like, during lockdown, I really embraced cooking. And I've always been handy as a cook, but I started baking, started pushing the boat out, just trying different and new things. Did lockdown improve you as a cook? Do you think you'd be the foodie that you are?
I think I always was a foodie, and Portuguese and Indian culture, eating around the table is like, you have to do that. So it definitely inspired me to try more recipes and be a little bit more creative. But I think, also there's some COVID pounds there that need to go.
So we're all in that boat.
We're all in that boat.
It's just love. It's love installation. I love that. I hadn't thought about that Portuguese-Indian food marriage in itself.
Right?
That is going to be special. No pressure in the kitchen.
No, well, he does the seafood, I do the Indian.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it works.
We're meant for each other, huh?
So then, yes, we've got this now. We've taken our cream and milk mixture off the stove, and it hasn't boiled. If it's boiled, it's not going to come out right. So
the cream will split.
Absolutely. So then we simply take our gelatin that's bloomed and put this in.
Wow, you won't It really is that
This easy.
and simple.
And we're just going to make sure this is combined.
So what I'm going to do here is I've got a beautiful finished product, and I'm just testing its bounciness. And I'm going to add some of the fresh berries here. And go seasonal, go with what works. And I'm doing this purely so I can eat it now.
And as you can see, you can do that like the night before or 2 days before. So on the day you're actually entertaining, it's not too hectic. But that's it.
It's simple, it's
Chill,
easy,
sit.
it's light, and it's quite chic. I think this is beautiful. I'm going to give it a little go.
Good. I'm glad it gets the nod.
What I
of
love
approval.
about it, it is indulgent, but it's not too rich.
It's a good palate cleanser. So if you had a nice meal, heavy meal at the end, it's light and refreshing. And like you said, it looks beautiful on the table.
Yeah, man. I'm just imagining the amazing food that you guys are going to be making. It's been so lovely connecting with you. Please stick around because we're going to continue to celebrate love because we love on this show. And if you love this, of course, the recipe is available along with all of our culinary inspiration on expressoshow.com. Go and try this one out, especially for this season. It's an absolute winner.